I'm Mike Seibert. Having been tutored by 3 experienced reloaders, I have now been reloading for 10 years, and today I'll be showing you how to reload hunting cartridges. I'll be talking about the necessary components, the processes, and the tools to reload properly. I'll also be talking to you about why I chose to reload. The reason why I reload is because I can get improved accuracy over factory loads. I can also save a lot of money. It's much more cost effective for hand loading. It's a hobby that I enjoy doing a lot. It gives me faster access to the newest technologies in bullets and powder. And it gives me the confidence of hunting with my own load. Well, now that we've talked about why I like to reload, let's take a look at the components used in the reloading process. Our first component are the primers, which ignite the powder. Our second component is the powder. Today we're using H1000. We have our bullet, 160 grain nozzle partition, and we have our cartridge. And the cartridge holds everything all together. Now that we have our components all together, let's go through the process of reloading together. It starts by resizing, removing the old primer, and we do that through a press. And we have a case now that's resized. And it's resized to proper dimensions as measured through a dial caliper. And we know what size that is because we have our reloading manual. And here I have Spear Reloading Manual number 13 as a reference book. Okay, now that we've resized our cartridge, the next thing that we have to do is we have to put the new primer in. So this presses it in, and that is now primed. Our next step is that we have to put the powder in the cartridge. So we use a powder throw to get our rough measurement, which we measure on a scale, and then we trickle that to where we get our exact measurement that we're looking for. And we know what that is because of our Hodgdon powder manual. It tells us exactly how much to start our load, and our first loads should be started with the 10% reduced rate. Using a funnel so that we get all the powder in the cartridge, we fill the cartridge, and sometimes you have to wiggle it to go down. There we go. Okay, our cartridge now has a primer and the powder, and the next step is that we have to seat the bullet, and to do that we have to change dies. You have a die for each step. This is our competition seating die. It allows me to seat the bullet and make adjustments in 1/1000ths of an inch increments. So we put the case back in the shell holder, we put the bullet on top of the case, and then we work the press again, and here we have a bullet. This is a completed cartridge. We're measuring its overall case length to the ogive to make sure that it's measured correctly. And that's the completed process of loading bullets, but it's not the end of the process. Next, we need to check the cartridge for accuracy. And to do that, we'll be going to the range, but not today. The process involves loading 3 to 5 rounds, going to the range, and you will shoot them into a paper target. And then you will use your dial caliper again, and you will measure the group size. And we're looking for a group size that is under an inch. An inch at 100 yards is called minute of angle. And it's rare that you're going to get minute of angle on your first try in the reloading process. So what you need to do is you need to make adjustments with the volume of powder that's in the case. You can go up and down, and you can also adjust the seating depth of the bullet, and you continue to do that until you get your best group possible, and it's going to be better than you can get out of a factory round for your rifle. You've seen the reloading process. You understand the components. You also have seen the need to develop an accurate load, and you might understand why I like to reload also. So I'd like to thank you for visiting with me in the garage today, And if you're interested in reloading, then your next step is to find someone who might be able to mentor you. Thank you. Goodbye.